Good evening and welcome to the University of New Hampshire's Lundholm Gymnasium in Durham. I'm Pete Terrier, along with our videographer John Kesty, NHSportsPage.com. NHSportsPage.com's coverage of the Division I Boys Basketball Final Four. 2 games tonight and 2 great games at that. First game, we've got the number 2 Spaulding Red Raiders, best record in school history, led by their star player Dominic Guertin. They are playing host to the upset-minded number 7 Bishop Guertin Cardinals. Got here by virtue of a win against Manchester Central on the road last Friday night in the quarterfinals. They are led, of course, by their big man extraordinaire, Jeff Lund. And then after that, we got another one. We got the number 1 seeded Trinity Pioneers, Mabor Gabriel, Carmen G. and Petruzzi, taking on the Preston brothers and Dave Dunham of Nashua South, the Purple Panthers, the number 4 seed, and my old high school. Wonder if I'm rooting for them or not. We'll give you some unbiased coverage tonight. Nevertheless, both games, the highlights, all the post-game reaction, right here only on NHSportsPage.com. On either side of the court, and the scores table is across from us. Banker is good by Toscano. Inbounds pass to McGregor, takes the 3 and makes it. Nick McGregor has Spaulding off the bench for Coach Jim Mignall. Get it inbound. Speaking of the 3, there's one from Gavin. On top, 9-4. 3.5 to go. Here's McGregor. Feeds it to Ciccatelli. Spin move and left-handed shot. Did not get credit for a 3, either Gavin or Noon. Here's a 3 on the way by McGregor. His second. He's got 7. The lead is 2, 11-9. Noon will try again and hit again. Gray, middle of the floor. He'll take the straightaway shot and knock it down. Alex Gray with his first 3. Controlled by Fogg. Kicks it, Nevigins puts a fake to the basket. Contact. Off the window, and it drops down. Left wing. Get it to Nevigins. Kick out 3. Fogg in and out. Offensive rebound. Bellio puts it up. And the foul. Tie game. Try to. Does now to McGregor. Deep right wing. McGregor takes the 3. And he hits another. His 3rd of the game. Nick McGregor with 10 points. Here it is, another 3. McGregor off the mark. Rebound though, Nevigins turns. Jump hook with the left hand. Buries it. Oliveira's still waiting to get in. Here's Toscano, got the pocket picked by McGregor, knocks it to Parity. Parity back the other way to the bucket. And the foul. Dominic, at least 5 rebounds tonight to go along with 10 points. Parity to the bucket. Left-handed finish. McGregor, Toscano, trying to get into the lane, spins, turnaround shot, swish. On the dribble. Parity into the lane, contact, offensive foul. Steve Toscano standing his ground defensively. Connolly bounce pass, high post. Parity turns to the basket. Banker, no, gets his own rebound, goes up on the other side, and scores. Berry. Up ahead, Gray to Connolly, left baseline jumper. Halftime, Division I semifinal game. Bishop Guertin against Spaulding, and Spaulding in control of this one, 37-24. Pete Terrier, along with Dave Haley, NHSportsPage.com. Dave, I go to get you to do halftime with me. You're on with Justin on WTSN.
Media row over there. I didn't know, this is my priority, but I didn't know you needed me yet.
Well, we need your knowledge here. What happened? It was 17-17 at the end of the first, and then Spaulding took control and really ran off. I don't know how big the run was, but I think it was like a 17-1 run or something.
Yeah, it was 10-0 in the first 2.5 minutes. I thought Spaulding settled for too many 3s early, and kind of were a little out of rhythm. BG's pushing on everything. That second foul on Lund was an illegal screen. The 3rd one was a bad call on Ciccatelli. Even Justin McIsaac, who's the biggest homer in the world, thought it was a bad call. And then there's always somebody walking through. And I thought everything just changed. Parody had a huge second quarter. Spaulding looks really comfortable, don't they? They look like they've been here before.
Yeah, well, they have been here before. They were here last year. We should just let the cheerleaders walk right by. That's not a bad thing, having cheerleaders in your slot, especially when the Red Raiders coming out. What do they need to do in the second half to keep this going? I mean, seems to me like BG is all of a sudden in a tough spot. They're not a team that is going to come back down from a lot of points, especially against this team.
They're going to have to shoot. They're going to have to shoot a lot of threes, which John Noon gave them a little bit of lift. I don't know if it's a game, but with Lund, they're denying him the ball well, and then they're shading the guy behind him, which is kind of what a lot of teams do with him. He wasn't very effective offensively anyway. They're going to have to shoot threes. I don't know if it's going to work, but they're going to have to shoot threes. They're down 13 to a very methodical team that hits foul shots. So it's not a good situation. Spaulding's not a good team to be down 13 to.
Do they change it up, Spaulding, offensively? I mean, they're shooting threes left and right. They've shot 16, hit 4 of them. McGregor with 3 of them.
Chicatelli and Charlie Nevigins had 6 points late. So they're going down low. Parody had a couple of drives. I think they got a good balance now. Early, it was too many threes. I think they're balancing it out pretty well now.
All right, I can't let you get out of this without asking you the question. The CJ Boykin factor, he's not playing tonight. How much of a factor is it?
It's a big factor, but I don't think he's that big of a... He's a difference maker, but they've won a lot of games without him. He would make a difference, no question, but 13 points is 13 points. They'd still be losing without him right now.
All right, settle in. Second half highlights coming up next. And oh yeah, we got another game coming up after this. Trinity and Nashua South. I'll get your opinion on that a little bit later. But it is our 900 Degrees Pizzeria game of the night. BG and Spaulding on nhsportspage.com. A minute and 5 seconds into the second half. The lead is 11, 37-26. Back the other way. Scoring inside is Bellio. Fog, but Williams controls. Williams the other way. Williams drives, pulls up, off the window. Offensive rebound. Neros puts it in. Costas Neros. It's an inbounds to Zimmerman. Zimmerman, middle of the floor with the dribble, left side to Toscano. Toscano down the lane to the basket and in. Nice. Gets it to Toscano. Toscano, middle of the floor, pulls up inside the free throw line and knocks it home. Steve Toscano. Zimmerman to Lund. Underneath, Marandola. BG on top, 41-40. All it out to Gray. Gray, his straightaway 3, puts Spaulding back up on top. 43-41. Underneath, Gavin ties it up. Have to play. BG has done a great job to get back in this game. Here's a steal by Parody. Parody taking it back the other way. To the basket. Lays it in. For Spaulding is 3. Parody's going to handle the ball a lot here over the final 3 minutes or so. Parody. Working against Toscano. Toscano steals it. And a foul on Parody. That's going to be 5 on him. I think Dominic Parody just fouled out. Trying to recover after he got his pocket picked. To shoot. Gavin with it. Right side. Pass stolen. McGregor. McGregor in the front court. McGregor to the basket. Puts it up off the rim. No. And he got fouled by Toscano. McGregor needs 1 to tie. 2 to take the lead. And he hits it in the tie. One more. This one will give his team the lead. And he does not. We're tied at 53. BG ball. They can hold fun. Lund putting the game in his hands. 5 seconds to the basket. Puts it up. No. Tip. No. But Lund got fouled. Lund got fouled with 2.9 seconds left to go. And he'll 0.9 seconds left to go. Lund's first one. Sinks it calmly. Jeff Lund was in the finals 2 years ago, 2011. They beat Trinity 54-46. Lund hit them both. It's a 2-point lead. Inbounds for Spaulding, their final hope. Bellio gets it into McGregor, outside the arc, takes the 3 for the win. It's off the mark. BG's going to the championship game. 55 to 53. The Cardinals rally from 13 points down at halftime, and they're going to the championship game right here. Bishop Guertin moving on to the championship game. Upset. Number 7 knocks off number 3, 55-53. Here to talk about it, Steve Toscano, Jeff Lund, Kyle Gavin. I'll go to you first, Steve. You led the way with 19 points. I said it was an upset. Something tells me you're going to tell me this was no upset.
Nah, it really wasn't an upset. You know, we knew coming in it was going to be a hard game, and you know, we came in 5th, and you know they ranked us 7th, so we weren't really much far behind Spaulding. So I knew that if we worked hard and played hard on D, which we did coming out in the second half, I knew we'd pull through and win.
And Jeff, you had a little bit of a struggle in the first half. You didn't score any points. You were in foul trouble early in the second period. Looked like when you went to the bench, kind of the air went out of your sails a little bit. You fell behind by 13 at the break. What did you guys talk about at halftime, just to kind of reassure yourselves that you guys could still be in this game and you could win this game?
Well, we were talking about how we need to be less stagnant on offense, start moving more and facilitate the offense more, and just pound it inside, and that's what we did, and it worked real well.
How was that matchup against Dominic Parity, because he's obviously a very tough customer? He ended up fouling out and, you know, didn't have a typical Dominic Parity game, only with 14 points, but talk about that matchup, you against him.
It was a great matchup. He's a good player. He can shoot, he can do everything, but we focused in on him because if we knew if we could shut him down, then we had the game pretty much.
You guys got a lot of young teammates, and this guy's one of them. Kyle Gavin over here, a sophomore, hit a couple of big shots, especially in the first half. Ended up with a couple of 3 balls, was in double figures, one of 3 players in double figures with 10 points. Were you nervous at all stepping out onto the floor here? I mean, you know that this team won the championship a couple of years ago before you got here, but now you're a sophomore and you're contributing and you're playing big minutes, and you're a big part of this win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always nervous for games, and I tell these guys that I'm always nervous. I feel it in my stomach. I'm always nervous, and these guys just tell me to relax. Go out there and just play my game and just relax.
And you guys got freshmen out there playing, Zimmerman, you know, but the seniors are what's going to lead this team. I'm going to give this one to you, Steve, because you seem to have developed, taken on like a leadership role. Obviously, with C.J. Boykin not available to you, you didn't let that bother you. What's going to stop you guys from winning another championship on Saturday?
I mean, I don't think there's anything in our way. I mean, we're really playing as a team right now. We're coming together real nice. We're gelling. We're finding each other. We're finding the open man. We're hitting open shots. I don't think anyone can stop us right now.
And Jeff, you know that a 7 seed won this tournament last year in Merrimack, right? You guys are also a 7 seed.
I like that.
Lucky sevens?
I like that.
The Bishop Guertin Cardinals moving on to the championship game. Any preferences? You want to see Catholic school team or a rival from Nashua?
I like to see South.
South?
Battle for Nashua.
All right, we'll see. Could be a battle for the Gate City. Going to enjoy the second game here. Bishop Guertin moving on. Here with Jim Mignall, victorious Bishop Guertin coach. Not a lot of people believed in him, including myself, but they're moving on to the championship game. 55-53 against Spaulding. Coach, what a tremendous comeback, especially in the second half. You're down 13. It wasn't looking good, but you guys found a way.
Yeah, our kids just played really hard in the second half. The defense was just incredible. They were rotating, you know, and getting to the open shooters, and they weren't getting any good looks. And that's in the first half, they were killing us from the outside. And I thought we did very, very well with our defense in the second half.
Yeah, and I was talking to Dave, my colleague here at nhsportspage.com, and I noticed it while the game was going on. You guys came out with a little pressure, you know, it looked like some 1-2-2, maybe a little bit of 1-3-1, some full court. You guys mixed it up, and they really weren't ready for it.
No, you know, in the first half, we didn't press them that much. We were trying to hold back a little bit. Second half, it's kind of a matchup, and if they rotate right, we're in the passing lanes, and that's what we did tonight.
Steve Toscano stepped up really big for you, 19 points. But I thought it was more than the scoring. It was the leadership. He also had 5 assists in the game, 4 rebounds, you know, before he ended up fouling out late. But to me, he was the key for you.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, he's you know, like he's been with me for 4 years. He's a senior. He played like a senior tonight. And, you know, he's been getting better and better as the season goes on. And tonight, he played as good as he's played for us.
Jeff Lund didn't score in the first half, ended up finishing with 12 points. None of them bigger than those final 2 free throws that put you up a couple with 2.9 seconds left.
Jeff can shoot from the foul line. You look at him and you say, no, he's shooting about close to 80% from the line this year. And tonight, he just did a great job from there. I mean, they were coming down. He had a few balls roll out, but he kept playing, you know.
People probably going to pick against you no matter who wins the next game, South and Trinity, but I'm sure you don't care.
Nah, not at all. I mean, hey, we were picked. Jeremy picked us 15th, and I know you guys had us out of the top 10, so Hey, we're playing, man.
All right, congratulations, Coach Miggs, and we'll see you Saturday.
Yeah, see you Saturday.
Thanks, Coach.